Hey guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna put a hat. My hair is so messy. I'm currently doing a whitening strip. I'm about to get on the train. I just could not wait. This is 30 minutes. Supposed to be in your mouth for 30 minutes. Here's the fit. I love this fit. I don't know why. I just I feel so comfortable yet so cute. I need to. There's a trash can over there. These are not even Crest whitening strips. They're CVS brand, but they work really well. They're so good. Okay. I'm at the train station. Yeah, I could not wait the full 30 minutes at home. I need to leave the house. It's already about to be noon, and I need to get my day started. But yeah, I'm at the train station right now. I'm waiting for the train. It's supposed to be here in 30 seconds. I see it coming down. But yeah, let's get this day started, guys. I think I'm gonna go to Soho today to get some content for you guys, because Soho is always so much, there's always something going on in Soho. There's always some content to get in Soho. Oh my god.
There is a downtown express to train to.
Okay, the train is here. Train's here. Hey guys, it's Diego and I'm back with a brand new video today. It's currently July 13th. I uploaded a video yesterday, but life continues on and we have more and more life to live and content to make. Basically yesterday I went to this table tennis tournament with my friend. It was a lovely time. But I did get really tired and wanted to go home because it's honestly kind of strenuous, doing so many, matches. It's just a lot. It's mentally and physically, it's out, you can't do more than a few hours of it. It's just kind of a lot. But anyways, I had a great time. And then after that, I actually got invited to this event in Bushwick, which was a great time. Unfortunately, I didn't get any content and I ended up just going home early anyways. So I was home by midnight, and then I woke up fairly early. And I don't know, the thing is, you guys, I have blackout curtains, and blackout curtains are a blessing, but also they have definitely have their cons, because you can literally, it's so dangerous. You can end up sleeping so much more than you maybe would if you hadn't. Which, as you guys know, is a good thing and a bad thing, because I do feel very refreshed. I feel extremely well rested. But sometimes you have to sleep a little bit less to accomplish maybe a little bit more. But anyways, I feel great. It's currently 1 p.m. and I got to school just a bit ago, and I got some lunch. I ended up grabbing some Chipotle. Everybody in there was so absolutely kind. At this point, I'm a regular at this Chipotle. I pretty much go there every day, if not every few days. And I'm currently on this table. But yeah, I got my regular order, and I actually ended up scoring some free guac because she forgot to charge me for it. She was like, oh, just take it, whatever. And then I ended up getting my favorite, the steak quesadilla. I really always just kind of eat whatever it is I feel like eating. And a lot of the time it's a steak quesadilla. Oh, so cleanly made. This is so pretty. Beautiful. It still is pretty hot. I've actually been waiting a little bit. I had to run around a little bit to get my camera set up together. But this is looking really, really good. And then to drink, their soda machine is down, which I don't know why. a huge company like Chipotle, especially at one of their busiest locations. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is the guac, and then this is the Chipotle plate, the Chipotle tray. Pretty much what I do is I get, this is like not my always order, but it kind of is my always order. This is the steak quesadilla, and I get some hot red sauce, black beans, white rice, and then so what I do is I dip the quesadilla with the hot sauce, and then I add the guac, and it is so good. I love guac, actually. I feel like I know like a lot of people like preach the like paleo diet or the, you know, low sugar, you don't really need vegetables or fruits. Yes, there are people that eat that way, so they eat raw milk and a lot of protein, a lot of steak. And I do see a lot of benefit in that diet. I think it's great to incorporate more protein, and steak to me is my favorite, one of my favorite foods ever. If not actually my favorite food ever is steak. I actually do notice benefits as well from eating, you know, vegetables like avocado or eating like fruit sometimes, and maybe some tomato or just like things like that. Like I'll have like a plate of fruit, and like all the fiber is super helpful for my body, and so I do still, you know, continue to do that. Anyways, today while I was shaving, like I shaved a little bit more than I intended to in my goatee. Like I meant to like trim it, and then I ended up like shaving a lot of it, so I'm not even touching it. Like my friend was like, you need to just like grow it out. Like let it, the longer the actual better it looks on you. Obviously like not crazy, but like it's good to just let it grow out, and it looks, I actually think I agree with them, it does look really good. And then to drink, I have, their soda machine is down, which I already said, but I ended up getting some sparkling ice cherry. I actually, like, I used to drink these all the time. Like, I got super into them back in, like, May. Like, I would literally have these, like, every day. And why did I get them? I got them because, funny enough, these were $1.50, and a bottle of water right next to it was $2.60 for the cheapest one. And actually no, I think the cheapest one was like $2.30. But that is so crazy that this is cheaper than just regular spring water. Like I don't know what's going on that's causing that, but that is so bizarre to me. It's like crazy. Oh, this looks so good. This looks really good. I'm super excited to eat. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stop recording just because I want to save the memory on my camera as well, because today I'm heading down to Soho. I might get a haircut, might not. But I'm heading down to Soho and just to get some content for you guys, and maybe return something that I bought. I bought this one piece of jewelry that I just like, it was like very expensive, and I mainly needed it for this photo shoot, and I actually do still need it, but I'm running out of time for the return window because the return window was 14 days. And it was a pretty expensive piece. It was like, it wasn't like too crazy, but yeah, it was with tax like $600 for this one jewelry piece, and I really only needed it for the photo shoot that I was having. So yeah, I'm just like, that's kind of been on my mind a little bit, so I might end up returning it. I do really love the piece, and I would be more than happy to keep it, but also I don't wear it that much. It is a bit more of a, it's more of a novelty piece. I don't know if it's a everyday sort of piece, like a subtle, sophisticated, maybe diamond piece, or I have this friend who loves like Swarovski products, and like she'll wear like a Swarovski choker like every day for like a while, and then like they love their Swarovski like things. I honestly I don't think I've stepped foot in a Swarovski store since like 2020, early 2020, which was in Paris. But the one here in New York, I don't think I've been to since 2019, and mainly just because it hasn't been it just hasn't caught my eye like whatsoever. But anyways, I'm like debating whether I should film myself eating. It still is pretty hot, but I think I'm gonna start eating now. Sometimes I feel guilty about, you know, eating Chipotle.
Oh yeah, you can do this if you want. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Rico. There we go. Hit your shot. Hit that. Rico, shot for the 165.
You guys, the coolest stuff keeps happening when my camera is off. Like, I have to constantly be recording, like, because something incredible will happen, and then I'll be like, oh my god, I should have been recording. Because by the time I'm like turning on my camera again, it's like the moment is over. So it's like, I swear, you have to record every moment, and it's just a lot. Like, dang. Like, I don't want to miss anything. And why is it so cloudy? It's so humid, guys. It's so cloudy, you guys, because it's so humid out. This is my favorite park. Well, my favorite, like, one of my favorite parks. I can't really say it's my favorite. William B. Pescimento. See, and the park has, like, these are houses here, and they have their little outdoor space there. And yeah, this is just like another beautiful like New York scene, you know. It's so beautiful. You guys, look at this camera. I mean, this playground. And this is 6th Avenue, one of my favorite avenues actually, just because it's not as busy and like poshy and like strict as 5th Avenue. That's why I honestly love Madison Ave and I love 6th Ave. Those are my favorite avenues. I do love a good little Broadway, but as far as avenues go, 6th Ave is the superior avenue in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I love some parts of the West Side even more, but this avenue is pretty nice in my opinion. Every day is
no, como que no le dice. You what? Well, I gotta figure out what brand this is, right?
This reminds me of that one artist, a Colombian artist, who like exaggerates sizes. Now we're on, what is this? Broadway. We're on Broadway now. I don't know why I'm here, honestly. I have like no idea what I'm doing here, genuinely. I came to shoot, but I think I'm in the wrong neighborhood, and like I honestly get lost in Soho. I think I'm already too south, but whatever. Guys, see this little glimmer of light here? I think that's so cool. It's the light reflecting off of a window exactly in this spot. It's like super good.
You can bring us
Hey guys, it's Diego, and I'm back with a brand new, well, I'm just back because we're in the same video right now, but I don't know if anyone got the news. I was sitting at the park after I went to get some content, and I was just sitting there for a moment, meditating for a bit, and my dad calls me and he's like, Trump was shot. Immediately my heart sank. I was like, oh my god, this is really horrible that, you know, he died. But turns out he survived. Actually, he survived the being shot, and it was like in his ear apparently. Still, it's scary. I'm glad that he didn't, you know, die. That would have been really, really scary and really sad. But it's still scary because who knows who did it. Like, it could be, like, it's just scary that things would get to this point in the political climate, and like parties would do that, because that's so against what our country was founded off of. And it's just, our country was founded on such beautiful ideals and such good morals and liberation and freedom and just really great ideals, and on a really, you know, great on just a really good message, and a message of freedom and liberty and justice for all, and that's what our Constitution consists of, and just what the country's values should be, and you know, my dad was saying ever since JFK was shot that things have just been different in this country. That really changed a lot. And it's true, presidents being assassinated or people being killed because of these sorts of things is scary work. And it's very selfish, corrupt, and very dirty things that you see happen a lot in very undeveloped countries and places where those morals aren't in state. So it's like really sad to see that going on. You know, I don't know, I wasn't there, and I don't know the person that killed or that attempted to kill Trump or that shot him or whatever. It's like, but then again, wasn't Lincoln also assassinated? It's just, it's scary stuff. It's scary to think about, and I think Trump is definitely like a soldier for, you know, his like continued fight and whatnot. it's just scary seeing that our country get to that point. It's just, I don't like to see it. I don't like to see that sort of stuff going on, you know? People in my life, older people that lived through the JFK assassination, they talk about it, and even when I learned about it when I was, coming up in school as a young kid, it was just strange and bizarre. And even when I was 13 and I came to the nation's capital for the first time, it was like learning about, the assassinations and seeing where it happened, and just, learning that this stuff is horrible and it's very wrong, and this is what we don't want. We don't want this in our country. We want morals. We want to preach freedom. And when people are killed like presidents, it's obviously for corruption reasons. It's obviously for a very selfish, corrupt, maybe even monetary. There's a lot of money involved in politics. These people that are politicians, they don't get a salary. Not even the president gets a salary, strangely enough, to be an extremely wealthy person. A $400,000 a year salary does not afford you the lifestyle that these politicians live. But they live it. Or even, below that, there are systems, there are donors, there are businesses, there is corruption, there is bias, and that's why when Trump was coming up and when he did eventually become president back in 2016, him being self-funded and him being so wealthy, I understand why he won that presidency so, easily. And also, there haven't really been that great of candidates coming up, which is fine, I guess. There have been really good candidates that I saw from the last election. Maybe one, if I'm just being honest. I really only saw one that really I saw could have potential, but he was a much younger candidate, which a lot of people don't like, I guess. And also, but it's not just like other people not liking it. It's just when you're younger, you're just not as established. Like, think about like how long Trump has been saying that he wanted to run for president until finally he did, and he won. It took a long time. That's why when Kanye ran in like 2020, he actually did get a good amount of votes because he does have an influence. But he's also young. Like, he's like 40 something. Like, he's not. Trump is like what, 78? Biden is 83. I don't know. I don't know like their specific ages. But they are old fellas, and Biden, it took him a really long time to get to president. It was kind of like it was his entire life dedicated to becoming president, to finally get his moment back in 2020, or even when he was Obama's vice president. That was a pretty big deal. Yeah, man, it's just. I would hate to see, Trump be assassinated. I just would, because I feel like it would just totally go against this country's morals and ideals. It really would, because what are we, a third world country where this nonsense is going on, where, Congress people are being beheaded, and just all these dark and horrible things that you see happening in very underdeveloped countries that are very corrupt. I just would hate to see it, because these are not the values that I learned coming up in school. These are not good things, and this is why I choose to not even consume my brain with government and all of that, because it's disappointing. It really is, to see all of that, and I just see a lot of power hungry people. And I see a lot of just selfishness and corruption, which is really, really concerning. But yeah, I'm praying for the safety in this country. You know, I think we need to protect people that are good people. And yeah, that's just what was sitting on my heart today, or that my dad just called me about. Because funny enough, I actually didn't see the news on X, I didn't see the news on Instagram, so clearly not everybody's talking about it yet. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next clip.